Yes, yes, it does. But I would like to, can I share that with you later? Yes, there's nothing weird, don't worry. Yes, it does. Yes. But I haven't included that because I don't know that piece as well as I should. Yeah, so well done on finding one I didn't know. Right, anyone else? Yes, thank you. Why don't you stand up, give us your name?
Sorry, my name is Veriki. I just want to ask you, have you ever been wrong?
Of course.
You've spoken to somebody and you've got this perception in your mind of where they fit in and
Yes. Yes.
And you sit down with them in half an hour and you're going to go complete failure.
Of course, yes. So once again, just like with body language, you look at clusters. So I would look at a whole bunch of things. So the first thing I always look at is the eyes, whether they're close or far, so focused or big picture. I then look at the lips to see whether they speak a lot or not. I look at the ears to see if they are assertive or not. So very often if you've got the Jewish nose, the money nose, and assertive, right, you're very, very good with money. And you probably look after your wealth very, very well. So yes, of course, I've been married 25 years. I'm used to being wrong, okay? But yes, there are times when someone with a long fortune, I crack my best joke and they just look at me and I go, all right, well, maybe that piece is incorrect. So yes, absolutely. However, it's impossible for all of them to be wrong. So yes, sometimes you're wrong on one or two. But then they're actually interesting things. So for example, you might have one eye that's closer and the other one's further apart. And that may be, so firstly that's around mood swings. So if you have mood swings, just have a look at your eyes. If they're not symmetrical, that's coming out there. But also, you may find that you are strategic at work and big picture at home. All right, so very often you can look at different sides of the face and they relate to different roles that you play. Especially moms, because moms play all sorts of roles. Yes, thank you. Yes, I have been wrong. Anyone else? Right, ladies and gents, thank you. I'd like to just close off with two thoughts. The first is, obviously, this is what I do. If you see some value for your sales teams, I'd love to come in and help them just to get this tool really well. If you're fighting within the management team, let me come in, we have a look at all of your traits, get you talking to each other, get you communicating, and most importantly, just get you understanding why you are who you are and why they are how they are. If you look at the brochure in the back, I've got a little piece that goes, write down the important people in your life. So write down your spouse, get a photograph or look at them, write down their main traits, and then there's a little piece there that says, in future, this is how I will interact with them. So if you have a difficult boss or a difficult director, just pull out this every time, have a look, oh yes, he's more focused, he's more assertive, I need to go in with this strategy. So I would love to come in and help any of you who would love to do that with me. May I suggest, in closing, that in the next couple of weeks, you take out that expensive bottle of wine that you've been keeping for a special occasion and serve it at dinner with the family. Because family is a special occasion. And take out the expensive cutlery and the expensive crockery, even if Johnny breaks a plate or Mary bends a spoon. Because I would break every plate in my house to have dinner with my parents tonight. And please don't wait for the next funeral to buy each other flowers and tell each other how much you care. Thank you.
Wow, that was very special, Stephen. It was good. You know what's powerful is when you're listening to somebody and you realize that what they're saying is just the tip of the iceberg. And I got the sense, listening to you, that you've just shared with us just the tip of the iceberg. You know, some people when they talk, they tell you everything they know and more, and it becomes quite obvious. So it was really a pleasure, and I'm sure that each and every person here are so pleased that they came here to meet you and to hear the wisdom that you've shared with us.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'd like to give you a gift.
Oh, lovely.
Right, so everybody that has the privilege of coming and talking to us, so So you're supposed to take it from me? All right, so this is part of our greening project, which has been going on for over 5 years now. I was rather, I don't know what the right word was, but 5 years ago, I said that, the Success Academy would embark on this project where we would sponsor 150,000 trees over a 5-year period. Now it's almost 5 years, and we're about halfway with the numbers. So it's going to take us a bit longer. We normally do this with schools, where every month we choose a school and every child is given a tree, and they get appointed as ambassadors of the planet. And it's really been such a rewarding project, because most children have never had the responsibility of a living creature. Now you'll see that this one, the leaves are beginning to turn, so it's got the idea that winter is coming. It will lose all of its leaves. It's a bush, let's always get this right, it's combretum, but a bush river willow. Brian's not here to correct me. The other way around. River bush willow. Okay, so we won't go, all the information is on there. And the whole idea with this is, with our Save the Planet project, is to encourage other companies to get involved. So all I want to say, you now have an additional responsibility to look after this tree, and you now too are an ambassador of this planet. So
Thank you.
May you look after this tree. We've looked after it for the last 2 years, so it's your responsibility to make sure that you look after it for the rest of its life.
When it loses its leaves, it will be in rapport with me.
Okay, yeah, but the difference is, in springtime it gets new leaves.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, you might be a good idea to check out its facial features.
I will definitely. Thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Stephen, thank you. Right, well, I for one am very pleased that I came here this morning, because it's made me realize that that's a subject that I want to get to know more about. It would really help if I could see, who the focused people, who the big picture people, who the people who are good with money. And so if I check you out, then you must know I'm actually trying to find out how I can have a better relationship with you. Right, so we have another gift for you. I nearly forgot. Yeah, this is a special voucher for a de-stress massage at the Luminique Wellness Centre, which is in Oxford Office Park. And you can send your wife. So you coming? All right, okay, that's fine. So anyway, enjoy.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
thanks, Stephen. Will you just do me one favor? One of those books, could you put it under the table, because I would like to have one, and I don't want everybody else to take everything and then I don't have one. All right, thank you. All right, so just in closing, I want to say to you that this time of the year is always difficult for business, isn't it? Especially if you're an employee, it's great, because you've got all these holidays. But if you've got to pay the salary at the end of the month, it can be a challenging month, because there's so few days in which you can generate an income. So normally April is a month where you're challenged as a businessman, because you don't have that many opportunities to make that sale. And when the numbers are lower, then you've got to increase your skill. And Stephen has just helped us to increase our skill, to close those sales and to have a good month. All I can tell you is that for whatever reason, April has been one of our best months that we have had for a very, very long time. I think that I wouldn't be incorrect by telling you that in this month alone, we've had about 15 new tenants joining the Success Academy. So that really shows that, you know, even when Zuma is up to his nonsense, it's quite possible to actually have your best month. All right, so it's sometimes quite interesting. I've always found that it's, you know, when there's a lot of noise going on, it's the people that are focused on their business that really do well. Maybe it's because everybody else is, you know, so affected by what's going on around them, and they're so, let's say, you know, affected negatively by the negative influences around them, that they get into a state of negativity. So now's the time to really be positive and to realize that your destiny lies in your own hands. And it is possible to have your best month ever when under the worst conditions that you can possibly have. All right, so may you too have an awesome month this month, because, you know, that way it's going to be a hell of a lot easier for you to pay your rent at the end of the month. Okay, so let's have breakfast together, and I think there's going to be a lot of checking out of one another's faces to see how casual you are or how prim and proper you are, and to see whether you're good at money or not, and to see whether you're going to be a man or woman of lots of words or not. Yeah, I would suggest suss one another out, because that'll help to you know, improve your relationship with one another. So enjoy breakfast and enjoy the company afterwards. Thank you. And again, thank you, Sue.
Yes. I was swept away.